Hey guys, in these tutorials I'm going to be showing you how to download, install, and set up and run a Runescape bot called Simba. And yes, I did say Runescape bot. There are a few coming around now. They're all caller bots as of now. There should be a few injections soon which are better than caller bots, but as of the bots that's out right now, Simba is your best option to choose. The reason I make the video is some people haven't heard of Simba, and people that do know how, some people have problems setting it up, and if you set it up fine, good, whatever. Uh, but let's go ahead and get started. You just want to go to your internet browser, and you need to go to their website and download the bot client. Their website is villavoo.com. Once you get to this page, you're going to want to register. I'm already registered and logged in, so right in the breaking news tab here, just go to released. When this page comes, this is the page that has all of their recent updates and bug fixes in their client. They always have the newest version at the top. Just click download. This comes up. Click it. Click run. When the installer comes up, click next. Make sure you install to your C drive. If you install anywhere else, the client will not work, so don't install it to your program files. Click next, 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 and install. As soon as it's done installing, click finish and launch Simba. Simba comes up looking like this. Right after you download, your Simba isn't ready to run, so you want to go to View, go to Extensions, click Associate, enable that, enable Extension, and enable SRL. Click Refresh after that, and close that out. Now what you want to do is go back to View, enable the Extensions menu, SRL menu, SPS menu, and finally the MSI menu. After all those menus are enabled, go to Extension, check for updates, check for update. You just want to check for updates for all of these, and I already have the latest updates. You may get an update. If you do get an update after it's finished installing the update, close out of your client and then restart it. Comes up, now you're ready to run your script. I usually use the MSI scripts here. If you want to use a different script, just get it off of their forums. They have some decent scripts there. Just be careful which ones you choose, because some of them aren't good at all. Some are really good. You're just going to have to pick that out yourself. All the MSI scripts are very good, except for the woodcutters. The woodcutters are just downright awful. I wouldn't advise using them or any of the other woodcutters on Simba as of now. Wait until they get better ones out. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Click MSI, click Run, and then click the green arrow Run button right here. Sometimes it takes a few clicks to get it running, but it eventually starts. Alright, this is the GUI that comes up. Your settings will all be true. I set the first 5 false. If you have a slower computer, I'd take my settings. If you have a faster computer, go by what you think. I'll go through each of the settings here. The 3 settings right here, I always set false. It reduces less lag in the client, because when you're debugging the client, it records all this data and sends it to the server and shit, which just, like I said, provides lag. So I don't mess with it. Human breaking and switching worlds, I don't use those because it tends to mess up sometimes, and I'd like to have mine run for as long as I can, because I just suicide bot everything. Quick chat level up, I think that's an extra anti-ban feature, which is pretty good, so I always use that. And break time and level to debug, I set those to 0 because I'm not breaking or debugging. Anti-ban randoms, just leave those how you are, it doesn't really matter. Max players, this is the amount of players that can be around you before you switch worlds. I set mine to 30. You can go less with that or more. Set it to 0 if you don't want to switch worlds. Stats, user, and password, these are on the website. It says SRL stats. It just records everything that you do in their bot. Not a big deal. Now, you want to go to step 1. You want to type in your username and password, and then click add player. And if you have a pin, type that in as well. Members, choose your option there. Click add player. After you added your player, you want to go to step 2. Now you want to click next, and then you want to choose your script. Like I said, don't use the woodcutters. Use anything else. They have container fillers, clay softeners, all-in-one miners that mine anything. They have great rune crafters. They have an alker, a teleporter, a cooker, many fishers, and just for this particular tutorial, I'm going to use their power fisher. Go to step 3. You don't need to use that anymore. Click OK, and then go to step 4. Click next, and these are options that I don't use either, but I can explain them really quick. Total time is the amount of time you want the bot to run before it logs out. So if you're going to work or school or sleep and you don't want to leave it running the whole time, you can just tell it to log out after 2 hours or however long you want it to. Total loads is how many full inventories or trips you want the bot to do before logging out. So set it to 20 inventories, which isn't very much, just an example. Breaking, that's just if you want to break and how many loads or minutes you want to break after, which I don't use either because I don't break. So after you choose your settings, go to step 5. When you come to step 5, click next, and then click next. You're going to choose the settings for your script. I'm going to fish at a net spot, and these two are deprecated out. Deprecate is not the right word for that, but whatever. Level is the level you want to go to. Exceptions are, never really used that. They're the inventory slots that you don't want to bank or drop, and priority is if you're selecting, say you're mining and you select mithril ore and adamant ore, and you'd rather have adamant ore, you set your priority to adamant ore. So it can be mining a mithril rock and an adamant ore rock comes up, you're going to automatically switch to adamant. So after you select your settings there, click OK, save. It just saves some time for the next time you're setting up the bot, and then click run. I always click no, and then it'll take a second, but the Runescape client is going to come up here in just a second. And by the way, if you have this right here, that is a updates your whole Simba client. So I didn't update mine right now, but I probably need to soon. Alright, and the Runescape client comes up, and I'm going to get rid of the debug box because it shows some of my account information that I'm not going to take the time to edit out. And that didn't work at all. I'll just shrink it so you can't see it. Alright, so the RuneScape client's coming up, and some of these features right here that you're seeing, debugging, again, if you have a good computer, then you can do it to help the client get better. If you don't, then leave it how I did. Graphics is just going to make the whole screen go black. If you have a very slow computer, this is the way to go. It's still going to run the bot. It's just you're not going to see any graphics. And when Smart is disabled, you have control of the RuneScape mouse. When it's enabled, you don't, and the bot is running. So it's just like a pause button that gives you control. Anyways, you've seen this come up right here. I click no again, and it's going to go ahead and log in for me. Then it's going to click play. Taking me a second to log in here for whatever reason. Alright, once it logs in, it always helps if you start at the fishing spots, and yes, I do have almost a full inventory. It's going to check your level and see if you can if you have the right levels to fish at a certain spot, and I do, so it's going to click the fishing spot. As soon as I get this fish and my inventory is full, it's going to go ahead and drop. Now it's just going to drop my inventory. And as you can see, I am lagging a slight bit, which my computer isn't the best. As I said before, it helps if you have a faster computer whenever you're going to be botting. But as you can see, the client works, and it's your best option right now. If you have any questions, let me know. If I helped you, then you could always subscribe to me or like the video. Have a nice day.